Hey everyone, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as a thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and be sure to follow. Okay, folks, we are seeing some great price action from Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently sitting at over $72,000 right now. So we've broken out of that consolidation zone we've been in. I covered it over the past few weeks that we're waiting for the start of the relief rally. This appears to be the start. However, we have to be cautiously optimistic because markets can fake us out, especially in a broader bear market. So we can see certainly bull rallies, relief rallies in a bear market. But of course, they're not going to take us to new all-time highs. So I'm looking at a target of about 80 to 85,000 for Bitcoin. It could overshoot and go to 90K. So we're going to have to be patient and see what the market gives us. The positive signs we're seeing is, of course, the price action, but of course, the RSI, as I've been highlighting, has been moving away from the oversold zone, and there's still room for it to run before it becomes overbought. Not to mention the MACD shows the bulls are in control. This is per the daily chart. If we look at the weekly chart, it looks like the bears are losing momentum here per the MACD, and there's a green candle forming on the weekly chart. Plus the RSI is moving away from the oversold zone. And if you look at the USDT dominance, that is breaking down. So that means the stablecoin liquidity is starting to make its way into the market. Hence, you have the inverse correlation. So the RSI for USDT dominance is falling, but not in the oversold zone. And of course, it's collapsing here on the chart. So these are positive signs showing us this rally should continue. The question is how high, as mentioned earlier. And if we look at the total altcoin market cap, excluding Bitcoin, Ether, and stablecoins, we're seeing a little bit of uptick. I do believe altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin's move and outperform Bitcoin as they typically do. But we're going to have to be patient. Bitcoin's going to have to make its move. Bitcoin dominance is rising right now. And then I believe altcoins will catch up. On the daily chart for the total three, again, similar to Bitcoin, the RSI is moving away from the oversold zone, but still has room to run before it becomes overbought. And the MACD shows bulls are in control. So these are all great signs, guys. And once again, not a move to new all-time highs. And we do need to be cautiously optimistic because in this environment, with the macro factors of the Iran war and all these things going on, you never know what news may come and then trigger a dump, right? And invalidate everything here. So we're going to take it one step at a time, but we are seeing some very positive signs. As far as accumulation by the whales, we're seeing a bit of an uptick here after retail started slowing down. So data from sentiment is showing that whale wallets are starting to pick up and retail, they're calming down. So that inverse correlation is what you want to see, right? We'll have to keep monitoring this to see how it plays out in the coming weeks. We are seeing Bitcoin ETF inflows start to rise again. So US spot Bitcoin ETFs add $225 million as BlackRock's IBIT offsets redemptions. So all good signs. So let's be patient and see where the market takes us. But I'm happy that we are seeing some upward movement. Now, folks, we have huge crypto news. First up, Kraken Crypto Exchange wins a Kansas City Fed approval for limited master account access. This is the first crypto company to get a Fed master account. If you recall, Caitlin Long and folks at her bank were trying to get this and they were roadblocked. And now we're starting to see the approval. Other folks who have applied as well, I think Ripple and many others. So this is incredible. And it's funny, it comes a couple of days after Jamie Dimon said, if these crypto companies want to offer stablecoin yield, they should become banks. Here you go, right? Here you go, Jamie. It started. So this is incredible. Let me give you the details. So US cryptocurrency exchange Kraken's banking unit has been granted a limited purpose master account by the US Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, giving it direct access to the Fed's core payment system in the first for the crypto industry. Kraken Financial, the exchange's banking unit, has gained access to the Fed's payment system, FedWire, allowing it to move money on the same rails used by banks and credit unions, according to the announcement on Wednesday. The Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City approved a limited purpose account for Wyoming-based Payward Financial as a Tier 3 entity. With a Federal Reserve master account, we can operate not as a peripheral participant in the U.S. banking system, but as a directly connected financial institution, Kraken co-CEO Arjun Sethi said. The approval gives the exchange the ability to settle directly on Fedwire, reduce dependency on correspondent banks, and integrate fiat liquidity into crypto, he added. Folks, this is so bullish. And again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to see other companies get approved. So crypto exchanges and platforms and companies plugging into the Fed, just like TradFi institutions. So again, I hope you see the direction the puck is heading in. We are now getting these approvals, right? And by the time the bull market rolls around, with crypto legislation passed, all of these rails set up, right, plugged into the system, trillions will come into the asset class, and you're going to see more tokenization, more stablecoins, and much more. And of course, that is going to drive the value of the blockchains they're being built on higher, plus their native tokens. So this is where you got to have the macro view, and don't miss how significant this is. This is incredibly, incredibly bullish news. Now, here's some more bullish news. Morgan Stanley taps Coinbase and BNY Mellon for custody in proposed Bitcoin ETF. So Morgan Stanley and the likes of Vanguard went from naysayers and haters to now we're going to file for our own ETFs. This is amazing, guys. The dominoes are falling. Big capitulation here. The Morgan Stanley Bitcoin Trust plans to store its Bitcoin with Coinbase custody and Bank of New York Mellon, with BNY also serving as administrator, transfer agent, and cash custodian. So the filing outlines a custody structure designed to mirror traditional institutional standards. Bitcoin will largely be held in offline cold storage vaults where private keys remain disconnected from the internet to reduce hacking risks. A portion of the assets may temporarily move to trading wallets during ETF creation or redemption activity. The trust notes that custody insurance exists, but it is shared across customers and may not cover all potential losses. So folks, as always, it starts with Bitcoin and they're going to go to altcoins. Watch after maybe 3 to 4 months, they go to ETH, XRP, Solana, and much more. So this is a massive, massive on-ramp that's going to bring a lot of capital into the market. So all the major banks, stock exchanges, and investment firms are all getting involved in crypto. There's none left. There's no naysayers left, right? It is now foolish if you don't have a crypto strategy. It used to be taboo to even talk about crypto. Now, you better have a strategy. You better offer this because this is the direction the puck is heading in. And here's another example of bank adoption of crypto. So Canada's Scotiabank launches multi-crypto ETF with 3iQ. The bank's asset manager and 3iQ debut an actively managed crypto ETF to Canadian users, offering exposure to Bitcoin, Ether, Solana, and XRP at a competitive 0.25% fee. So banks across the globe all investing in crypto. Now, folks, a great option for you to invest in crypto is via an IRA. Why? You get huge tax benefits. So if you have a long-term view on crypto, even gold and silver, you can use iTrust Capital's IRA to invest in those asset classes. So once again, you can get access to not only crypto, such as Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and you name it, right? They have over 80 crypto assets, but also gold and silver, which have been performing incredibly well. So again, huge tax advantages for doing this. You can buy, sell, and trade crypto 24/7 along with gold and silver. It's low cost, no monthly fees. And folks, the gold and silver they offer, it is fully redeemable, meaning if you want to get the physical bars or the amount of gold that you have, you can do that. This is not paper gold or silver. So that's one of the things that makes this platform unique. And if you have an existing IRA or 401k, you can roll it over to iTrust Capital's version. And they also offer a great custody option. So they use institutional grade crypto custody. So they use Coinbase Prime, Fireblocks, Fidelity Digital Assets. And we know that BlackRock uses Coinbase Prime. So you're getting the tier 1 level custodial services. And second to self-custody, I believe this is the safest way of custodying your assets. You can sleep at night, and it has a closed loop system. So even if someone hacks into your account, they cannot withdraw funds. So I have an account with them, guys. You can definitely check out these two services. They're really great. And the custody solution is, of course, low fees. So this is a great option to invest in crypto, especially if you have that long-term view. And folks, if you use my link, you can get $100 funding bonus. So go check out iTrust Capital, sign up for an account. The link will be in the description. Okay, folks, big news from Western Union. They are teaming up with Crossmint to support their USDPT stablecoin on the Solana blockchain. Now, I know I promised I was going to publish my interview with the VP of Digital Assets at Western Union today. Unfortunately, I had to make a small edit to that interview. There was some incorrect information in there, but it will be published tomorrow. I promise. I give you my word. So you don't want to miss that interview to hear from one of the largest payment companies, one of the oldest, now adopting blockchain, stablecoin technology, folks. It's amazing the paradigm shift we are seeing. So let me give you the details here. So Crossmint has partnered with Western Union to support the launch of the remittance company's USDPT stablecoin and its new digital asset network on the Solana blockchain. Wednesday announcement said the collaboration will integrate Crossmint's wallet and payment APIs with Western Union's infrastructure, allowing fintech firms to move funds using the stablecoin and connect to Western Union's global payout network. The digital asset network is intended to link stablecoins with the company's existing payout infrastructure, enabling users to convert digital dollars into local currency through its network of more than 360,000 cash pickup locations worldwide. This is incredible. This is news you need to send to crypto skeptics and naysayers and fudsters, right? People, oh, it's all a scam, right? They just read headlines. They don't actually educate themselves. Send this to them and make sure you highlight that this company is launching its own stablecoin. They're doing it on a public blockchain, Solana, which they can invest in the Sol token, right? But they can also see the benefits, if they're using Western Union, of the movement of stablecoins for faster settlement, cheaper fees, and all those things. So incredible things happening, folks. This is why I am so bullish from a macro perspective. Okay, moving ahead, Tradeweb backs crypto ECN crossover markets in $31 million funding round. So we continue to see investments being made, expansions, mergers, acquisitions, and so forth. So let me give you the details. So electronic trading company Tradeweb has led a $31 million Series B funding round in institutional crypto trading platform Crossover Markets, valuing the company at $200 million. The round included participation from DRW Venture Capital, Ripple, Virtue Financial, Wintermute Ventures, Illuminate Financial, and XTX Markets. According to Wednesday's announcement, the deal also includes a strategic partnership that will allow Tradeweb's clients to access spot crypto liquidity through Crossover's CrossX electronic communication network, marking the company's entry into institutional cryptocurrency trading and linking its global network of institutional traders with digital asset markets. The on-ramps being built here, folks, for more capital to come in. I hope you recognize what's happening. I know we are all concerned about price. Price will catch up, guys, and there's a cyclical pattern to that. And obviously, there's macro factors and things like that. But eventually, if you're patient enough, the markets rebound and we'll go to new highs. All right, folks, that's the news. Really big stuff, and let's hope the relief rally continues with Bitcoin going as high as possible and altcoins following. I would love to hear what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't as yet. Be sure to support the podcast by subscribing to my free email newsletter. 100% free on Substack. It includes a lot of chart data and information. So make sure you sign up, guys. And please grab a copy of my book on Amazon. It's available in paperback and digital. And check out my course at mycryptocourse.com. This is a comprehensive course that teaches you everything you need to know about crypto. It is packed with tons of videos, write-ups, and tons of material. You can go at your own pace. So knowledge is power. So expand your knowledge about this technology and asset class, guys. So go to mycryptocourse.com. All the links will be in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.